Hello everyone, to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Aquarius, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Aquarius. If you'd like a personal reading, just give me the first link in the description down below. Repeat that first link in the description down below. You also find my other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of different things in my Etsy shop in the description down below. So if you go check that out, go ahead and go buy something. I really appreciate that. You also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Aquarius, let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself. Okay. Alright, so what we have here, Aquarius, we have number 41 with Krishna. No. Let's have a look at this card here, Aquarius, because I just got these cards. Number 41. It says there's spiritual intelligence within your soul. It's a genius of becoming, of ripening, from potential into glorious manifestation. Intimate communion with your own heart will reveal what is it you truly yearn for, and set the process in motion for yearning to be satisfied. The holy fire is Kali, and she is within your soul. Follow the yearning, seek delight, let yourself burn bright for what inspires you, and you shall see the path to fruition clearly before you. Believe in what is meant to be. The name, Krishna, translates as you are fire. It says Agni is the two-headed deity of fire and a potent symbol of supernatural power. Aquarius, we were talking about that fire spirits like a while ago. On the physical level, fire generates light and heat to cook food, thereby representing both transformation and nourishment of a life force. The inner digestive fires that metabolize food and allow us to gain nutrients represent the inner nourishment of the fire and symbolize the soul's need to digest our life's experiences for spiritual growth. Fire can create purification for regeneration, such as that seen in the forest after it simultaneously burns away old growth and simulates new seeds. In that case, it is also the power of ripening, of bringing something from an idea or potential into fruition and fulfillment of innate purpose. On a spiritual level, fire attracts the soul, helping it find its way through darkness toward warmth and light. The fire-enhancing and alchemical properties of fire transform physical materials as well as the subtle body of the soul. The appearance of Krishna in a reading indicates that tremendous potential for personal transformation and spiritual growth. It may feel like you are struggling, but your soul is actually gaining strength. What you may desire may seem so far beyond your current reach, yet the oracle indicates that your inner potential for tremendous accomplishment. The Hindu texts say that Agni exists not only as fire, but as lightning in the sun itself. Lightning is a symbol for sudden illumination that emerges unexpectedly, often in the midst of a tremendous psychological or emotional storm. In that sense, Agni is the power to see with clarity. Such a powerful and searing insight can be intense enough to uproot a stubborn psychological pattern permanently. This is one reason why Kali is known as the first of the 7 tongues of Agni, the divine fire. The jolt of her uprising wisdom, the severity of her suddenly bestowed clarity can burn down the house we have built. We can no longer sustain a comfortable delusion. We must become honest with ourselves or change our approach to a situation based on the new information available. There's a temporary loss to gain greater freedom to grow on all levels. As the sun, Agni represents the light that ends the darkness, yet Kali, the divine mother of dark grace, is the first of the tongues of the divine fire. This is the key to Kali's mysteries. It differentiates her from the concept of darkness as an evil or an obstructive force against our spiritual awakening. Says Kali leads us into darkness to free us, not to impede our progress. She destroys in order to create, not to annihilate. In that sense, her divine darkness is light. This is the mystery of Kali and why we can trust her implicitly, understanding that sometimes it is only in moving through darker times that we have become aware of what is needed to live more with light. As a tongue of fire, Kali Krishna consumes all offerings. She is the divine capacity to receive our prayers, our pains, our craziness, and our graceful heroism. She receives it all. She not only receives it, but as fire she transforms the offering so that it can nourish, heal, revitalize, and purify the soul. This is divine feminine alchemy. Kali is a divine alchemist, and because she's a tantric goddess, if we offer her even our most broken and messed up selves with a sense of reverence and humility, she'll accept the offering and manifest grace from it. There's a deeper purpose to making an offering, the opening up of a channel between ourselves and the divine. The divine doesn't need to be cajoled into loving or wanting to help us. It is the human that needs help dragging the mind away from a fixation on what is wrong into the openness and presence that allows for divine grace to flow and for us to receive it. While the offering appears to be about what we are giving, it is enabling the capacity to receive. It may seem like offerings are tokenistic, but a true offering is hard to give. It is hard because it requires that we shift our presence, our state of mind, and being. The more we do this, the greater the offering. It matters less what the form of our offering is, but how much more it affects us internally. The Oracle of Krishna brings the message that whatever you need and desire you can have. However, we must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. When we choose to make the supreme offering of ourselves to Kali, we are fully received and thus activate the flow of grace in our lives for the spiritual benefit of all. The Oracle asks you to shift from focusing on what isn't working to immersion into the Divine Mother's heart. All that can be resolved and shall manifest according to her loving grace. And you see that, Aquarius? So, your desires, your potentials, alright? Your ideas, things that you're wanting to do here. Feels like that is going to be happening here, but it's going to be manifesting, and it feels like there's a transformation here with the fire, right? Once again, to the fire, Aquarius. It's like completely devoting yourself here to this goddess Kali, and then that's when things start to flow more. Alright, Aquarius. You've been doing offerings, doesn't really matter what it is. And also if you have any issues, things that you're wanting to remove in your life, like maybe even memories that you don't want, you write that down, remove it, burn it, and give it to this goddess to deal with here. Transform it into something better. It's an invocation ritual. It says, Kalima, tongue of divine fire, Agni, lord of light and fire, please accept my humble offering as I surrender my attachments and offer my innermost being to the sacred fires of divine love and wisdom. I ask for your cleansing, healing protection, and fully actualized divine transformation. May every aspect of my being become what is divinely intended to be. Through your grace and for the spiritual benefit of all. Jai Mai Kali. Imagine, feel, intend, or visualize that there is a divine fire before you. This fire is sacred, cleansing, protective, and renewing. You can pass through the flames, and each time you do so, whatever you are willing to release, offer it up, it is received. You see that, Aquarius? Whatever you're willing to release, whatever you're willing to release. Whatever you feel is your blockage. It is your choice as to do that shall be. As to do what that shall be. And how many times you pass through the flames. It is an intimate act of relationship between you and the divine. You may see Kali dancing in the flames and tend to let go. To bring your focus into making an offering. It all happens in the heart. You don't need to overthink it. When you are ready, ground yourself in the present moment and notice that you are not as you were. Even if you cannot clearly articulate why or how that is so, place your hands in a prayer and bow your head. You have completed your ritual. Alright, Aquarius. So, this message is for you. Let's get some runes, some charms for yourself. Here we have have Anubis. Of course. This dragon moon star. The star's not on it anymore because it fell off, but either it could be similar like one in there. We have the sun beetle. Alright, it's connecting with the sun, which we did have that sun as the one of those elements that I was talking about. The beetle. We have this rose. Now rose can be used as offerings there. We have these two dragon levels, one being fire, one being water. We have that fertility there. We have love, Aquarius. So that's all I have for you. And like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go and then go buy something. Really appreciate that. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.